You know, we got back after it today. We had a good practice. This time of year it gets a little dicey because you're juggling some finals. There are some guys who had finals, but not very many of them that couldn't be there. So you go through all those kind of things and find the times that we can. We'll go tomorrow morning, and then we'll go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But we like how they've come out. I know they've had good weeks with lifting and running and technique work and those things. So it's all been real positive.
How's the health of your team right now, Brady?
Not bad. They're pretty good, really. I don't think anybody's too bad off. And they're pretty good.
Anyone who's limited right now?
No, not really. Craig was a little bit, and we're just a little soreness, basically more than anything else in the shoulder, but he was out there today, and we're in half pads today. We'll go full pads tomorrow.
Are you still expecting everybody to travel?
Yeah, at this point in time.
What about, have you made a decision on Toussaint?
I think he'll go with us. He's doing pretty well. Feels pretty good.
When will you start working on a game plan, and what are you trying to achieve just in these practices before you take off?
Yeah, you always, because they're so separate, you got one Friday, Saturday, and then the next Friday, Saturday. There's a lot of fundamental work and a lot of technique work, and they've been getting a lot of that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with the seniors and the strength staff to some degree, as far as what they're doing. But that's what you kind of are stuck in a little bit, but at the same time, defensively and offensively, we started feeding some of the game plan really last Friday, bits and pieces, but until we get in the consistency of days, you don't get a chance to go over it. Pardon me.
Well, with the fundamental work, a lot of times it's when, people always talk about the bowl practices or when some young guys have a chance to really kind of show themselves. Has anybody stepped forward and showed you something?
I think, some of the young guys up front, offensively, I think Kalis and Braden and Bars are all, and Mags, I think they're all getting a little better, Drake Johnson, is a big back. I like what he's done so far. Up front defensively, I think Royce, is getting more reps right now, and I think that's helped him. The guys up front, Andre's taking a lot of snaps, even though he's playing some. He's still a young guy and needs to learn better technique. Willie Henry and Godin and Strobel, they're all, I think, making some improvements.
What position does Royce play?
Linebacker.
Which linebacker?
The Mike.
Okay.
And he can play both, but we kind of, a Mike right now is where he's at.
Okay, and have you distinguished between the freshmen you just named on the defensive line, the 3 techs and the 5 techs?
Yeah, I mean, Godin and Strobes are more 5 techniques, and then Willie's 3, and Andre's a nose, obviously. But yeah, I like how they've come out. I like how our teams come out to work on these practice days, and I like how the guys are competing.
How big would it be for this program to beat an SEC team?
I think we've beaten the SEC a few different times here. So, I mean, I don't know how much you look at that as you do. You got a great opponent and an opportunity to play one more game.
Right, but I mean, the SEC has had such dominance over the past half decade. And
I think people make a lot about that more than I would.
Do you buy that if you win this game, there's a much more momentum going into the offseason, going into, I mean, do you?
Yeah, I think you do, but it's, if you stumble, then it's a little more momentum that you have to create, as a coach and as your senior class and all those things.